Hey folks, this is Tolly and welcome to A Return to Minecraft. Last time we set up our starter base, got ourselves a small farm up and running. This time we're going to be doing some exploring. Technically this was recorded or live streamed a couple of days ago, so if you want to watch the live stream you can, but we're going to do the same thing we did with the last part. We're going to kind of just show some of the progress. So I started out exploring by going to this eastern ice flow and found this ship kind of just sitting amongst the icebergs, and I found some bamboo here but nothing else really of note. A little bit of iron, but I really wanted a bit more, so we came back to base, rested till morning, and kind of got ourselves set up, got that bamboo growing, and then headed out towards a hill that I'd seen while editing the last video that I thought could be good to explore. I know from 1.18 onwards there's a lot more iron, so I thought I would want to head up here and look for that. There are a lot of things I'm still learning though, having not played Minecraft in a while, like this powdered snow really took me for a loop. Chad informed me while we were playing that there's a difference in the texture. I still don't quite see it, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. So getting past that powdered snow, we did find some iron up in this hill. I did miss a few pieces, but overall, it wasn't that much. I was hoping for a lot more. Not that we really need too much, because we do have our full set of iron here, and our shield, and a couple of iron tools, but still want to try and find some more. Now, the day started setting relatively quickly here, so I needed to get somewhere safe. I didn't bring a bed. I thought it would be more fun to kind of fight our way through, and I did stumble across this village up on the horizon there. But there's a fair amount of monsters between me and safety. And then this skeleton, I'm pretty sure was enchanted with a power bow because it was really hurting. So took a minute, used some of the food we had gathered from the farm, and got ourselves situated before trying to make another run at it. Again, trying to avoid all these mobs in the middle, I did end up into some more powdered snow, but learning, found out that the enemies, specifically this creeper, also take damage from the powdered snow, which is good to know. Here, just kind of dodging and weaving, trying not to get hit by anything, and eventually we do safely make it here and we're able to rest till morning. And of course we're going to quickly check all these villagers, see if they have any interesting trades. I think one of them had like beetroots for emeralds, like maybe 20, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but that seemed like something we could achieve if we need to, because the beetroots are growing quite quickly, so we could get some emeralds that way. Continuing to loot the rest of the town here, I think we only ended up finding one chest, which just had some bread in it, which was good because even though we kind of stocked up on beetroots and beetroot soup, which chat informed me I should craft, we didn't really still have a lot of food, and after that first night I was running kind of low. From the edge of the village here, we were able to get access to this pillager tower, or at least see the pillager tower. The ambusher tower? I'm actually not sure what these things are officially called, but that structure looks cool, and I figure we could go check it out at some point, but being low on food, it didn't seem like a good idea to go there immediately, and I just wanted to do another quick loop around this zone because it's pretty interesting, and we're finding a fair amount of structures. Again, we came across another nether portal. There's one closer to base, but definitely grabbed all the items here. Nothing of super interest, but I understand the gold is going to be useful for piglin trading when we do get to the nether, hopefully soon. Again, this area is just really cool. This inland kind of like lagoon, ice lagoon, is really neat, and I thought it was kind of super cool. If we didn't already have a spot picked out to kind of build our base, I probably would want to move over here. As we got to the top of the hill here, I was able to see another one of these towers. That one's a little further away, but we might check that one out at some point. Again, not today, but just kind of keeping note of it in case we need to go there. I don't know what items we would even want to be checking out from them, but I probably want to explore it just to say that I have. And very quickly the day has come to an end, and we are still not taking a bed. We did not take one from the village, just kind of exploring, and we were trying to head back and then ran into some powdered snow here again. And while digging our way through, I think if I'm seeing this correctly, we had exited the powdered snow for a second there, but just didn't realize. And same thing here, we dig our way through and don't realize that actually we have cut to an area that we probably could dig up and just stand on, but there are a ton of mobs all around us, and it seems like the skeletons can shoot through the powdered snow, because we were getting hit from some skeletons on both sides, and I just couldn't block both sets of arrows while getting attacked. Luckily, the village we stayed at was just to the east of where we die here, so it was a quick run back, and we were able to get all of that gear relatively easily. At this point, we stayed one more night in this village, and with a fresh day, I just wanted to get back to base. And having explored a little bit above ground, found some interesting structures and stuff, I really think it was time to go deeper into the cave that we had found. I'm wanting to pick up some diamonds in order to be able to head down into the nether. There's a portal nearby that we can use fairly easily, that we can rebuild. But problem number one is going to just be finding the diamonds to be able to mine the obsidian. So here, just kind of trying to light the cave as best I can. Not doing perfect, I don't think, but good enough to make sure that we're at least safer. Lots of creepers and pretty like aggressive. This one like climbed up the waterfall trying to get at me, but we're able to mostly get into a good spot here, kind of cleared a lot of the mobs. But I don't know how I alerted this Enderman. I must have seen him in the darkness or pointed at him in the darkness, and he got the better of me. Still not a big deal. Just get our gear back and keep going. This is a pretty big cave, though. I had forgotten how large caves have become with the 1.18 change. And this is pretty fun. Found a good amount of iron and a bit of lapis as well. But still no diamonds. We need to get down to deep slate. And it looks like we're getting close at this point, but these tunnels all seem to mostly dead end. I think this one here I go in last, there was a further path, but we were completely out of food after all that fighting, and so we have to head back up to our base and restock again. But this farm is doing quite well, and we're able to get ourselves a good amount of beetroot and wheat. And then there was another way that we could head down here. There's a tunnel just off camera that I'm like exploring at this point, but where that creeper is, the tunnel continues. And so I figure might as well go down here as well and see if we could find anything. And this tunnel goes much deeper into the deep slate. Still no diamonds, fighting a few mobs, but nothing too crazy. Again, just trying to grab any iron, even though zombies are sneaking up on me. And then this creeper tried to suffocate me with the gravel, and it almost worked. Definitely scared me. Do pick up a bit of redstone here. Might be useful for doing some small scale farms, but I don't plan to do anything really big with the redstone. I was very excited to see this though. A skeleton spawner is exactly what I was hoping to find down here. I mean, diamonds was the main goal, but definitely always excited to see a spawner, because this should be helpful with getting us a XP farm up and running. You know, get a water elevator, make it real easy to kind of get a ton of experience and start getting some enchants, which will be very helpful in terms of progressing. I think our end goal is to defeat the end dragon. I think once we get to that point, I'll feel pretty confident to like return to our alpha world and kind of call this training arc done. But yeah, we'll need to set up that XP farm. I think it should be relatively straightforward. I kind of remember, and worst case I can check my old footage from the zombie spawner we did for our 1.18 playthrough. Here it seems like the cave does a bit of a loop, which is nice. I think there's one more area down on this side. Yeah, we can kind of take a right here, and after we plug this lava flow, we do spot our first diamonds of the run, which is pretty exciting, and it is 3, which is enough for us to make our first diamond pickaxe and essentially unlocks the nether for us. I would still like to find one more though, so we keep exploring because we do want to get that enchanting table, especially now that we have that spawner. We do find another spawner here. I don't know which one would be better to build the XP farm for, the cave spiders or the skeletons. And then here another 4 diamonds. So that's our enchanting table. And this is pretty much where the live stream ended. I debated whether or not to build the spawner and add it to the end of this video, but I figured it made more sense to do that as the next video, and then we can get these parts out a little quicker. They just end up being a little shorter, and maybe that's okay. I'm still not sure whether or not I want to do the skeleton spawner or this cave spider spawner as our XP farm, but maybe you can let me know in the comments. For now though, this will be Tolhi signing out. Later folks.